What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be cooking pierogies, and this is our ingredients right here. This is one of those pre-done fajita mixes. It's just bell peppers and onions, salt, lemon juice, trusty garlic. I got a 50 pack of these because I just restock on the pierogies, but this is the secret stuff right here. These are not expensive. They're super easy to make, and yeah, there's like 800 different ways to cook them too, as you can see on the back. I like mine kind of pan fried. Mom and Jacob prefer theirs more sauteed, but I mean, there's so many different ways. So many different ways to cook these, and they're all good because I mean, it's a ravioli, but it's filled with mashed potatoes, so there's no downside there. I've already got one of our pans heated up. Now, I like mine, like I said, more pan fried, so I'm gonna hit it on a higher heat. It's gonna cook a lot faster. So I broke out the big pan so that I can do the vegetables and some of the pierogies all together here for Mom and Jacob, who prefer theirs on a bit of a lower heat. And they actually prefer theirs two different ways. So Jacob is gonna get some Alfredo sauce on his, and Mom is gonna get some sausage gravy, which I will break out and make here in a moment. We use packets in this household because it's easy. But yeah, I think that the pan is ready. Almost ready. That's okay. We're gonna cook these for a nice long time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it. Wow, look at all that time I just saved. It did cost me like 30 more cents to buy the fajita blend box, but whatever. And the seasonings for this is super simple. We're gonna salt this because salt is the, greatest seasoning of all time. We're gonna squeeze some lemon juice on it. Too much lemon juice will make it really tart, but you want enough to keep it lively. You'd also use like a white wine for the vegetables as well, but as mentioned before, we're trying to keep this very family friendly. So the lemon juice is the easy, simple go-to. You can also do both. Now we are at a medium-high heat here. We're gonna try and get the vegetables going. Again, they always take the longest of anything. But the pierogies, they'll take a fair amount of time. We'll get them going in next. These little brown and served sausages that we've got here, they take almost no time at all. So they're gonna go in last. I'm gonna go ahead and close that bag back up because of that. And the cool thing is, it's just gonna all live in your freezer forever. And you just pop it out and you make it. You don't have to make as many as I'm gonna make tonight. You can just throw 2 or 3 pierogies and a handful of vegetables, because you can get the frozen fajita mix as well. You can throw a handful of the vegetables into a pan together, and just a couple of the sausage links, and then boom, you've got a meal that's got everything you could want in it right away. So yeah, this is really one of my favorite meals of all time. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper to these, just not much. And since we're out of the territory of burning the garlic, I'm gonna add the garlic. You don't want to just throw the garlic in right away, straight away, on its own, because it will burn, as we've discussed. And you're gonna want tongs to make this. Not only because all these vegetables are easier to work with tongs, but because the pierogies are easier to deal with tongs as well. But yeah, we'll check back in when the vegetables have cooked down a little bit and the pierogies are gone. Okay, so we're gonna add some pierogies. I got the sausage gravy going. Again, we used a packet, 1 3/4 cups of water. It said use a whisk, so I used a whisk. When it says that, there's a reason for it. A whisk's job is to add air, and that'll make it, that'll help it texturally, it'll help you stir it better. A whisk is something that's really nice to have, for instances, when you need one, because there's not really a way to substitute a whisk. You can use a fork, but it's very hard. And so that says bring to a boil, so we got it on high heat so that it boils, and then we reduce the heat to simmer it for a minute, and then it'll be done. As for the pierogies, they're super simple if you're just pan frying, sauteing them or whatever. Boom, there you go. That's it. Now, you can't forget one of the most important ingredients ever. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is butter. It's good on almost everything. We need oil to cook, we need fat to cook in. This is the answer. Aldi may not have much right, but boy, she understood the value of butter, that's for sure. I like to cook the heavy side first. But as you can see, I mean, it's a ravioli, but it's filled with mashed potatoes and cheese. Right. Which one did I use for it? This is the loaded baked potato one. So there's some sour cream and chives and bacon. It's magical, really. It's all there is to it. It's magical. These things are so good. Trying to get them onto the heat. The vegetables will cook kind of as an accessory. They don't have to be in it to get it. Get some pan space here. Yeah, these are gonna cook like this for all the summertime. Butter and the oil and everything. For the most part, they can just sit there. Sorry about that dead period there. Mom's sausage gravy was burning, but we got it sorted. One invaluable piece of advice that I was given that I forget all too easily. If something is cooking too fast, take it off the heat. It's that simple, you know? You're in control. You can just take it off the heat. You can reintroduce it later. It's turning down the wrong burner there for a minute. Definitely didn't help. But yeah, the gravy is ready now. These are starting to get nice and soft. These are practically pre-cooked. Really what you're trying to do is you're trying to cook the pasta. It's frozen, so it takes a little bit extra time. It's hard. You're just looking to soften it up. You can boil these. I haven't tried it yet, but it's probably a really great way to go about doing it. But yeah, pan is a little bit bigger than my burners here, so some of these are not getting quite a lot of attention that they deserve. I did the big sides first because if you do the small sides first, you don't get a super even cook on the big sides. But yeah, I'm gonna get my other pan nice and hot. I'm gonna go ahead and crank that one to high heat. Get my lemon juice. Now, because I'm cooking with two pans here, I am going to do the sausage in my secondary pan on the back burner there. But you could do it in this pan with this, or after. It takes maybe 60 seconds to get the sausage cooked. So you can move all of this out of the pan and cook the sausage in a matter of seconds. But we're just going to let this continue to chill out. We're going to let this pan warm up and start cleaning up some of our mess, because we're almost done. So these in the front are going to be more flavorful. That's just the truth. And the reason is because, like we've said over and over and over again, cooking is an exercise in patience. Being more patient is going to yield more flavorful results. So you can see we got the vegetables in here. We've got longer time spent incorporating all that flavor. Really nice and soft. And this is practically ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try and get these other ones in the back there cooked up nice and fast, because, like I said, I like mine a little crispier. But yeah, I mean, this is practically perfect. And you can eat it just like this. You don't need the sausage. We are gonna go ahead and do that in here though, just because it's gonna help their flavor. So those two in the back there, when I was messing with, they're actually frozen together. Which is very sad. I'm gonna have to wait on them to get cooked a little bit to separate. And these bad boys are called brown and served sausages for a reason. You're literally just reheating them. Look at the healthiest thing you can buy now. Could I, for instance, bring out bratwurst and do that instead? Yeah. But they're cheap. You can buy them in bulk. They're fast. They're easy. And they taste pretty damn good, to be honest. The higher heat's going to want more oil as well. Also, there's no vegetables leaking fluids out into the pan, so it's missing out on that. That's why we added a little bit more oil. And yeah, at this point I'm just waiting on the ones in the back to be cooked. I could probably turn the heat off the ones in the front here, and once the ones in the back are done to my liking, that's it. We're good to go. And you've been here for almost all of it. Maybe missed 3 or 4 minutes of cooking, to be fair. So, yeah, hopefully you give this a shot. You find out how amazing it is. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.